over the world. The Lord is the only one that's going to support you. The Lord is the only one that's going to support you. In life, we have to learn as people that God is the only one that's going to support you in anything you do. Whatever you need God to do, He's the one that's going to take the time to support you and help you. Because the Bible says the Lord is the present help in the time of trouble. So God will be your support in every situation and every circumstance. God bless you, and He will help you in every step of the way. God would, guide you and keep you every step of the way. Because when you have God there, He will always, take care of you, and He will take you by the hand, and He will lead you the way He wants you to go. And sometimes the way that God leads you is not going to always be easy and always be popular, but we have to follow His ways because God's ways are always perfect. And we have to realize and recognize that God's plan is always better than ours, and He will support us. He will not support sin, but He will support us and help us to get where we need to go. And we have to trust in God's plan and trust in God's timing and trust in God's purpose that He has for us. Because God's plan and God's purpose is always beautiful and always perfect. And God is the only one that's going to support you in everything, And that's what we have to realize, that the Lord will be your support, that the Lord will be your guidance, that the Lord will be the one that's going to help you every step of the way. And we have to realize that God is the only one that cares about you, because God is the only one that's going to help you through every step, through every trial, through every situation. God is the only one that's going to be there. I said this before and I said this again. People will come and people will go, but God will always be there. And He will. God is always faithful. Even when it doesn't seem like it, even when it doesn't feel like it, God is always faithful every step of the way. And that's what we have to realize, that God is a faithful God and that God is a generous God. And we just have to just trust His plan and His timing, because God's plan and His timing is always perfect. And He's the only one that will support you, and He's the only one that will guide you to the place He has for you to go. God is a good God. God is a gracious God. God is a faithful God. And He's always there. And we just got to just believe that whatever direction He takes us, He knows what He's doing. Even when we try to lead ourselves or guide ourselves, He's the one that guides our steps. He'll guide us in the light, and He'll guide us even in the dark, because that's the way He does things. And we have to trust that He will support us through every single thing that we do. And that's the thing. Trusting God is not easy, but it's worth it. And we have to follow His directions and follow His steps and follow what He says, even when it's not easy, even when you go through persecution. We have to follow God, because He's the one that will support you, and He's the one that will take care of you. People will support you for a little bit and they will leave you high and dry, but God will always support you and always be there. When there's nobody left, He's the only one that's left. And when you feel lonely, you're not alone, and I'm not alone, because God is always there. Because He said, I'll be a present help in the time of trouble. Even when trouble is arising and you're going through so much trouble, He always is a present help in the time of trouble. That's how faithful God is. He is so faithful. Even when we don't understand him or understand the things that he does or allow us to go through, he's always faithful and always kind. Even through difficult situations, he's there. So, you guys have a great night. God bless you. And be encouraged. God will always be there for you, no matter what. God will always be there. And he will always take care of you. So God bless you and have a great day. Great night. So thank you guys for watching, and even the viewers that have came in, thank you.